The new constitution, ratified on the 27th of August 2010, was then seen as a panacea for all of her troubles. But 8 years later, the two-thirds gender principle on appointive and elective positions remains an elusive goal. The Kenya Women Parliamentary Association KEWOPA has been on an onward march to ensure the 12th Parliament at least enacts the needed legislation to bring this provision to life.
A constitution that had specific timelines for certain legislative proposals to be passed by this very House, and the legislative proposal to enable the implementation of not more than two-thirds gender rule is now 8 years, Mr. Speaker, and it has not been passed. We will be wearing these white headscarves until we pass this law.
The number of women voted into Parliament has been increasing since 2010, but it's still short of the mandatory 30% quota.
The Constitution, you cannot read part of it the way you want and leave the other part and tell me, yes, we are implementing the Constitution. You cannot just take some and leave the other. So we are violating the Constitution, period, as a country.
Previous attempts have faltered, and the High Court in 2017 faulted Parliament. Justice John Mativo, in his ruling, noted anyone could write to the Chief Justice to advise the President to dissolve Parliament since it wasn't properly constituted.
It's not a women's issue. This is a human rights issue. It's a right to equality. It is in the Bill of Rights in our Constitution.
In what appeared as another attempt to avoid a constitutional crisis,
Mr. Speaker,
Majority Leader Aden Duale tabled a constitutional amendment bill 2018. It's now on the second reading stage. The bill seeks to create special seats through amendments to Articles 90, 97 and 98 of the Constitution. An amendment to Article 90 will provide for the election of persons to fill the new seats created in the National Assembly and the Senate using political party lists. The persons nominated in Parliament and in county assemblies shall also only be eligible for re-election for one final term. Article 97 will provide for nomination to the National Assembly using political party strength after the results of a general election have been declared. Article 98 will provide for nomination to the Senate using political party strength and after the results of a general election have been announced.
I am happy myself because the number of women, even constituency members of Parliament, have been increasing since the 10th Parliament.
The current Parliament boasts of the highest number of women legislators at 97, but KEWOPA is looking for avenues to have the gender rule entrenched.
The biggest problem that is faced by the two-third principle is there is a fear. There is a major fear among the men. It is a fear that tomorrow they do not know that the table might turn around them, just like Sweden. Now affirmative action is being done for the men. You never know.
If you look at the population of this country, actually the women voters are the majority. To my greatest surprise, the other day, my sister Martha Karua, Honorable Martha Karua, tried to run for the presidential race. I was shocked that even the women never rallied behind her.
It is fair for them to know that you require not less than 233 of yourselves being present to pass what do you think you may be agitating through the headgear.
The problem we have with constitutional bills is we cannot amend them. So that bill will pass the way it is or rejected the way it is.
With the gender bill back from public participation, another important component seems to have been left out, but KEWOPA hopes it will be incorporated.
And I can tell you for sure, if you leave it open like that, you will not find a woman with disability within the framework that is going to come up within the women that are going to come up in future. And you have seen how it has been. Women with disabilities have always had it very, very rough when it comes to participation in political life, in economic life, in socio-cultural life. So we are looking to level that playing field so that when we are talking about women, we are carrying everyone on board.
If you have a father in parliament and you're a girl, tell your father, do you want me to be governor one day, Dad? Do you want me one day to be cabinet secretary, Dad? Do you want me to be able to reach the highest level of leadership in this country, Dad? I want the girls to ask their daughters to ask their fathers.